up. A little misting. Thank you all for coming. My name is Andy Inman. I am the Chief Development Officer for North Central Group. I'd like to welcome everyone here today for our topping off ceremony. Topping off really represents a significant milestone for the city of Milwaukee. Later today, we'll actually hoist the beam, that bright orange beam. We'll hoist it to the roof and you'll actually see it getting placed. So not only is it an important day for the city of Milwaukee, topping off a prominent addition to the fabric of Milwaukee, but it's just a great day for North Central Group and all of our partners here today in the Trade Hotel. I'd like to thank some people very specifically that had a part in making the trade happen today. First, I'd like to thank the media for coming here, and celebrating with us today. I'd also like to thank just our amazing partners with the Milwaukee Bucks organization. Peter, Michael Ballot is not here today. Did his name get on the beam?
Yes.
All right. He's actually in Scotland with his dad doing an amazing trip, but Michael Ballot was such an important part of making this happen as well. So while he can't be here, I certainly want to thank him and recognize him. The representatives from the great city of Milwaukee, Alderwoman Coggs, did she make it here? I did not see her, but certainly thank her for her support through the entitlement process. And Mayor Johnson, thank you for being here with us today. Milwaukee County Exec David Crowley, Commissioner Lafayette Crump, thank you for being here and being such a wonderful partner for us over the last year and more. Most important, and part of today, and I'll tell a brief story of the trade, what the trade is all about if you haven't heard that, but it's really about celebrating how things are made. So today is about celebrating all the many people that went into creating the trade and building the trade. We're really so happy and so thankful for all of their hard work and their participation. Starting with our design team at GBA, Jeff and Nolan and the rest of your team, thank you for all of your efforts. Our lender at Park Bank, Josh and Mike Johnson, thank you for all of your participation in helping us make this project happen. The Houseman Group, Rob Hobbit is here, Rob somewhere, but keeping us legal through this whole process. Our ownership team with North Central Group, thank you for allowing us the privilege of building great buildings. Thank you. Without you, this would not happen. And last, and absolutely not least, all the building trades. We've got over 75 tradesmen and women on the job today. And we want to thank you sincerely on behalf of North Central Group for showing up on the job every day and building an outstanding building. So building trades and our construction management partner at Findorf, thank you for making this happen, building an outstanding building. So a brief story of the trade. Many of you have heard this story before, but hospitality, it's about telling the story and allowing our guests to experience the trade and experience the great city of Milwaukee. And the trade is all about that. The trade is telling the story of how Milwaukee was made. As many of you know, Milwaukee was founded not too far away from this site as a fur trading post. Milwaukee grew from great trades, men and women. The industries that built Milwaukee, think about early on, the coopers, the tanners, the machinists, all of those industries that were such a vital part to growing the great city of Milwaukee. Beyond that, the actual building and creation of the city of Milwaukee with the building trades, the wonderful tradesmen and women that we have in southeastern Wisconsin, that is the story of the trade. When guests come to the trade, come to the city of Milwaukee, they'll see physically in the building how the city of Milwaukee was built, but they will also experience that warm reception, that soft touch of Midwestern hospitality. All of that is the story of the trade. Today, as I mentioned, we'll celebrate those building trades and the construction of the trade. In a few moments, we're going to take this blaze orange beam. We'll actually fly it up to the roof, and you'll all be part of the kind of that milestone in the creation of the trade in the city of Milwaukee. Before we do that, I want to introduce, and you'll hear from 4 leaders of some of the great partners that we had that made this project happen. You'll hear from Jeff Tubbs, our construction management partner at Findorf. Mayor Johnson is here to provide some remarks. County Executive David Crowley. And then first up, I would like to welcome the President of the Milwaukee Bucks, Peter Fagan.
Good morning. Thanks, Andy. Congratulations to the Lance family, the whole team. This is just an incredible project. Like I said, I woke up this morning, I was very excited. My wife looked at me and said, like, why are you wearing a hoodie? And I said, I'm wearing a hoodie because every great day we've had, I've worn a hoodie. So why don't we have another great day? Whether it's a parade, whether it's opening Fiserv, and now opening this luxury hotel, which is incredible. A little backstory, as we were looking for partners, and we pride ourselves, we're delusionally optimistic. We really think a lot of ourselves, and we think we're great partners. And I can tell you that when we were going through this project, before we picked a developing partner, we had one of our limited partners say, why don't you go meet the Lance family? And I said, yeah, sure, happy to meet the Lance family. In maybe 15 or 20 minutes, we kind of agreed with each other, had a handshake on general terms, and really said this would be a great project to do together. And in great Wisconsin/Milwaukee fashion, the rest is history, which is just incredible. I want to thank a lot of people here, and this doesn't happen, specifically the county executive, in which we are on county land, which is incredible, Mayor Johnson, Alderwoman Coggs, DCD Commissioner Crump, the Lance family, who I've previously mentioned, and everyone at the North Central Group. They have redefined what a great partnership is for us at the Bucks and at Fiserv. And then, of course, Findorf. I don't know if anybody realizes what an incredible accomplishment, the speed of which this has gone up, and what Findorf and the trades have done to make this happen on time. GBA Architects, Park Bank, the trade field team, incredible. We are more than excited to welcome this 200-room plus hotel, luxury hotel, to the landscape of Milwaukee. This is part of redefining downtown in such a great way. I mean, whether we are inviting visiting NBA teams, MLB teams, we're visiting tourists or business travelers, this is what we need to continue to do in the city of Milwaukee, really create a destination. And the trade has helped us further our goal of really creating the destination where you can work, live, and play in downtown Milwaukee. This is an unbelievable showcase that we are beyond excited about. I'm just here to say congratulations, thank you. We couldn't be more proud. We're excited to get this open. And with that, it's my pleasure to introduce County Executive David Crowley.
Good morning, everyone. And thank you so much, Peter, for that introduction. For those who may not know or have not heard me probably talk about it very publicly, I'm a die-hard Bucks fan. I am a die-hard Bucks fan. I am a loyal season ticket holder, and I would say that I am the definition of a day one. And so when you think about from Vin Baker to Michael Redd to Brandon Jennings, I've been here for the Milwaukee Bucks. And when you think about 2021, I think we all know the saying goes, Bucks in 6. So I'm really excited to be right here, especially right here in the Deer District, because it was just a few days past a year ago, I had the opportunity to be on stage with world champions. And I tell you what, Peter and John, in my heart, I know that we'll be back here in the future to celebrate another championship yet again in our own backyard. But when I think about the Trade Hotel, I look at this as a championship caliber type of project. And as a lifelong Milwaukee native and as county executive, I want to thank everyone who was involved in bringing this catalytic and tremendous property to life right here in the Deer District. And so this morning I am proud to be here to celebrate another step towards its completion. And I truly believe, and I think the mayor would also agree, that Milwaukee is experiencing a renaissance at this moment. This is an awakening of our downtown Milwaukee. And I want everybody to recognize that this is a moment in our history where visitors all across the region, all across the state, and across this country are going to be looking to Milwaukee to figure out how they can enjoy all the great things that we have to offer. And I want to say that when I look at this particular project, the trade, I truly believe there's going to be a significant part of our story, and I, for one, cannot wait for it all to happen. So with that being said, I want to say thank you so much for being here, and I want to introduce my friend, my good colleague and partner in the City of Milwaukee Mayor, Mayor Cavalier Johnson.
All right, good morning, everybody, and thank you so much to County Executive Crowley for that warm introduction there, and congratulations, a hearty one, to Findorf as well as the team at North Central Group for reaching this milestone in the construction of the Trade Hotel. I know that a lot of folks have already mentioned Alderwoman Malele Cox, whose aldermanic district we're in right now. I can tell you from the beginning of my time being introduced to this project and the folks at North Central Group, as a member of the Common Council, Alderwoman Cox was there, she was present, and she was a supporter of this all the way around. So everybody at the city, the whole team, from me as mayor to the Alderwoman to Lorraine to our Department of City Development and the Commissioner Lafayette Crump have been supporters of this for a long time. So thank you to everybody there at the city. We've reached an exciting time in the development in this neighborhood, in the Deer District. It's realizing its full potential as a destination location. It continues to add more and more to the life of Milwaukee. The Deer District really has become a central gathering point, basically the living room of this city, and that's a great thing. The Trade Hotel, I think, is a great addition here as well. Just down the street, all of us know it. We can hear it in the background as well. The Wisconsin Center is expanding. At the same time, we're seeing increased interest in Milwaukee as a great place to host a convention, right? We're seeing a lot of interest in Milwaukee in hosting conventions. You don't have to look terribly far to see that, because right now you've got over 10,000 Northwestern Mutual associates who are here in Milwaukee for their annual convention as well. The people who work in Milwaukee's hospitality sector have been particularly hit hard by the COVID-19 pandemic, and I want to get these individuals back on track to financial stability, and improving our convention and tourism economy is a surefire way of doing that. And yes, the Trade Hotel is a big part of that as well. So I predict good times ahead for the Trade, for the Deer District, and for the entire city of Milwaukee. We're reaching new heights. We got a long way to go. I've talked about that at length. But the topping off of this new hotel symbolically affirms the fact that we are going to be not just seeing new heights, but achieving those new heights as well. Thank you very much. And up next is the person who's going to close us out so we don't get rained on.
I just looked at the weather app. It says it's not raining, so we're good. I think this is to our sound. So we'll try and wrap up quickly. What I'd like to do is invite Jeff Tubbs up here with Findorf. Findorf has been a tremendous construction management partner, as I mentioned before. And I often say, doing this for a while, it's always challenging. You always have challenges in the construction industry. But in good times, it's much easier to build than it is in challenging times. And we are in a challenging time to build just about anything. Words like supply chain, construction cost inflation that you read about in the newspaper, they're real. They are absolutely real. And it's those times, the challenging times, that you really kind of test your partnership with your construction management partner. And Findorf, thank you so much. It is not easy, but we're working very well together, and you guys have just demonstrated that tremendous partnership to us. So thank you, and for all you do in building the trade. So Jeff Tubbs.
Well, thank you, everybody. As Andy said, my name is Jeff Tubbs, Executive Vice President with Findorf, and like the others, I want to welcome all of you, to the site here of the trade. But I also want to send out a few thank yous as well. First and foremost to the North Central Group. If it wasn't for their vision and the relationship that now we've formed with them, this wouldn't be happening. So thank you very much to the Lenz family and everybody else that's involved with the North Central Group. I also want to thank the Bucks and the city of Milwaukee. They've been great partners as we've worked through the hurdles that you have when you start a project, and they've been phenomenal. So I want to thank them as well. I also, though, want to take a minute to thank the Findorf team that's put this together. Leading our charge here on site is Scott Marshall. He's our site superintendent. We got John Kaltenberg as our senior project manager. We've got Carl Wickman, who headed up all of our pre-construction efforts. We've got Kyle Hannon, who's on site. Tyler Gens is on site. Sergio, our project engineer co-op, as well as Brian Hornig, who's our COO, has been with this project ever since the very beginning. So I want to really thank all of them that have been part of this, as well as the trades. And I thought I'd just take a minute here as we're lifting this beam and we're starting this significant milestone here on the project to share a couple of really quick stats. I know it's still raining, so I'll make it fast. But with this beam, this will accomplish 214 tons of steel that will be in this project. So if you think about it, that's 428,000 pounds of steel in the trade. There's 7,500 cubic yards of concrete. Once that's done, you're going to see the openings there. Those will be windows, and so we're going to have over 30,000 square feet of glazing of the windows that go into this. This one will blow your mind, 770,000 square feet of drywall. Once we get enclosed, that's when we start the drywall, and there's going to be 770,000 square feet of that. As Andy mentioned, there's over 50 actually subcontractors and suppliers that are contributing to this, which equates to hundreds of men and women that are going to be on this site helping build this. So that's jobs that you've all created by having this trade being built right here. So, but the statistic that we're maybe the most proud of is that to date, there's been 0 lost time accidents. It's been an incredibly safe job site. So yeah, let's give that a round of applause. So, that really goes out to everybody in the high vis. I want to thank all of them for being diligent and being safe every day that they come to work, looking out for themselves and their workspace, but also looking out for their partners that are next to them. So keep up the good work, and I'm going to turn it over to Eric Sandy so we can raise this beam.
Thank you, Jeff. Thanks again, Jeff. I appreciate that introduction, and thank you all again for coming out and supporting us here on this big day for us. Jeff left out one cool statistic. There's a 4,000-pound pizza oven that's going to get hoisted to the 9th floor, so that's kind of a neat fact also. Today I'm going to expand a little bit on what Andy said with regards to the history of the trade as a brand and as our hotel. When a new hotel or any kind of building is celebrated, credit is given, and it duly should be, just like it was today, to the developer, to the contractors, and to the architects and engineers. But really, when you think about it, it takes hands, it takes sweat, it takes backs, it takes hearts and passion to build a building. Companies don't build buildings, people, men and women build buildings, and that's what we're here to celebrate today. Let's give our trades a hand again as they sign the beam. In coming up, as Andy had said, in coming up with our brand with the trade, we really wanted to leverage Milwaukee's history. Its history of trade, its history of industry, its history of construction, and really of grit. And this topping off ceremony today provides us with a truly unique opportunity to celebrate that with those people on our site that represent that in its truest sense. I want to thank each and every one of you, as was described, the folks that are in high vis today in particular. We hoist this beam with all your names inscribed on it. It will forever be part of the fabric of this building, entombed to take a memorial of what you guys have done and what you've achieved. We hope that all of you take as much pride in the work that you've done on this building, and that you'll take the time to celebrate this when it's done with your families, to bring them here to celebrate, to relax, celebrate a birthday, maybe have a meal or a stay, and show off what you guys have put together for us, and gals for that matter. So for now, I'd like to invite anybody who has not yet signed the beam to come up and do so. And stay up there when you're done signing in the background. I'll give everybody a minute here to finish that, please. Plenty of pens, don't be shy, come on up. All right, and with that, I would like to invite our project superintendent, Scott from Findorf, as well as Bran from CS&E, the erectors, and they'll be directing Chad, our crane operator, to hoist the beam into place. And I believe we're even going to set the beam in place at some point. I don't know if that's right away, but we'll get that set so you'll see it in its prominence up on the north side of the building here. Scott, can you come up, and Bran also?
We're right here, sir.
All right. All right, so I'm told by Scotty that they actually are going to pin it now, so there's a couple iron workers up there, so we'll watch that, and then I have a couple of other announcements to make. don't know if you heard it over the radio, but the last message was we are topped out boys and girls. Okay, a couple of housekeeping announcements. First off, I'd like to thank you again on behalf of the entire project team for attending our topping out today. I'd like to thank the weather for just keeping the dust down with a few sprinkles. That was great. So right now, we're going to have lunch. I'd like to invite everybody, the media included, any dignitaries and visitors that are here to join us for lunch. That's going to be located in the lobby of the hotel. To get there, we're going to walk just past Kyle, the tallest guy right here, around the transformer and down the path where those two ladies are. And we'll enter the hotel over there. I'm going to ask that all our trades, excuse me, tradesmen and women, you guys go ahead and head over that way now and eat first. Enjoy your meal. And again, thanks for working and for working safe. Appreciate everything you do. So we'll let them get a head start, and then everybody else can head over that way. We will be offering tours of the first, second, and third floors as well. Those tours are going to leave from a wooden box that you'll see on your right-hand side as you walk in over towards Juneau Avenue. We'll do a group right away if anyone from the media or anyone who has